MTB unboxing. Tonight we're going to unbox 2 boxes. Pete.
2?
Yes, we're going to do a pro box, and
I'd say we do 3. Everybody on.
How are we going to do this?
Do 7. Everybody just unbox one. And yeah.
Send me a box.
No, let's do 2. Here,
midnight.
so we'll do. Here, Paul,
Midnight.
catch this one.
You better break
All
the
right.
seal.
You guys do. You 4 do that one,
Dave,
and us
you need
4 will
another
do
drink?
this one.
Breaking the seal right
We're gonna
here.
break the
It's
seal.
an important moment.
This is one of the best parts. Listen to this, guys. You know how much I like the sound of this. Listen, ready? That's right. You heard that. Look at that. There's the pop. All right, Pete. Start with you. We'll pass it down from you.
All right.
And the way this works, guys, is
first look.
pick something in that box that is compelling to you, that you look at it, you're like,
man.
oh, this is something I want to try,
Well,
something I might use.
I'm going to grab one right off the top.
Okay, there you go.
Are you ready?
Paul, grab one. Yep. Pete?
I got this jig. It's a very light jig. It's a green pumpkin looking jig, but look at the weight.
Big mop jig.
It's a tiny jig with a big profile. Super slow fall. Very interesting.
It is interesting.
You know?
Yeah, you don't see that a lot with a big profile with a small head.
No,
like
I remember we had the slow fall jigs where they were trying to make those jigs fall at an uber slow speed.
Reminiscent of Arky's head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
little
is.
Arky
It is.
style.
It's a
Oaky
tiny.
light.
It's a tiny Arky head. Yeah.
Oaky light.
All right, E,
Look at
what
that.
you got?
So I got something here, man. This caught my eye. Yo, Johnny and Kai. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a bull shad?
It's a Buka. It's
Oh.
This is a Mike Buka bull shad. And all I'm going to say about this bait is this was, in a sense, given away to me by someone that didn't believe in its powers.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen someone regret something more than after giving me that bull shad with the amount of fish I've caught on it
Wow.
in Florida.
On
I'm not
that
even
particular
kidding.
bait?
Yeah, largemouth, tarpon, snook, and
Whoa.
reds have all fallen to
Say
this
his
little
name.
On the
swim
same bait.
And I have experience fishing
You
it. So
say his name.
I could say that Trevor. I could
Yeah, Trevor.
love you, Trev. What I could say though is that when you work this thing through the water,
Yeah.
what I'll do a lot of times is I'll rip it and then stop it. When you're ripping it, it makes a really interesting sound beneath the surface, like a certain clacking sound
Yeah.
that I have not heard with quite
From
any
like
other
It's like
all
a
the
chitty chitty
joints.
bang
it's,
bang.
I really do appreciate it, especially if you step up the hook game a little bit on it. If you put some heavier duty split rings and heavier duty saltwater hooks on this could be a viable saltwater option for tarpon, redfish, and snook. So yeah, this Buka shad, man. And the largemouth love it too, obviously.
Yeah, and the bigger size.
Yeah, they make a 5-inch too, 5.5, something like that. But the bigger one this little one just gets bit universally by everything, and I really do. It's a legitimate bait.
Wawa Hoagie Lady suggested that in the reenactment of your story, you picture PBP as the thug.
Power bait Paul as the thug.
As the thug.
Why? Is it because of the short height? Is that what's going on?
It was
the short dude.
The
Yeah,
shorter
it was
one.
Always the short dude.
The shorter one of the two was holding the strap. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Paul, you
Dude.
packing tonight by any chance?
No.
You're not packing. Okay.
Power
Just
bait
checking.
Paul is not going to shoot at you. With his intellect, he's going to hit you with like a blow dart.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's going
He'll kill you
to be
slowly.
hiding in the shrubs, and he's going to snipe you
in
with
the
a blow dart.
shrubs.
Well, you
In the
just
tall
expect
grass.
it.
All right, Brian DeCarpenter, look at this thing. I selected this one. It's by 10,000 Fish. This is Yodo Worm. This is the irresistible tickle tail.
What?
Tickle tail.
That reminds me a lot of, what was that John you were throwing, Bri? That
have
had all
no
the
idea.
ribs and the
G-crab.
ridges,
What,
the
a
bellows.
Bellows kid.
bellows gill. Has that same look and feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that thin taper right there, which I like. And look at this.
How it taste.
Look, just holding it. Look at I ain't got to do shit. to
How
Look
it
at that.
taste.
I like that. I could see you Texas rigging that.
Yeah.
I could see you Carolina rigging that. I could see that as a bladed jig trailer.
Is
Look
it
at that.
salted?
Yeah, I can
Can
see
you
that, too.
imagine that? Look at that. I don't.
Bellows crawl.
I don't think it's salted. I smell a little.
Taste it.
Something on there.
Taste it.
Taste
Taste
Something
it.
on
Taste
there?
it.
I
Lick
don't know.
Lick it.
Kind of a cool bait. All right, Dave, what do you got there?
I got like a 4.5-inch finesse bait by Net Bait.
Net
Hey,
Ooh.
Net Bait.
Is that a,
Shout
reap?
out.
Is that a
Shout
reaper?
out.
Shout out.
What is that?
Contour worm. No, there's little.
Oh,
Just little,
contour worm.
it's little
If you were ever to fish, would you throw that?
I think so. Like I think everyone pretty much knows that I don't fish. So
I'm not. I
it's
haven't
gotta
given
be
up
a
on
new
you,
line
Dave.
of insult to make it fun.
I haven't given up on you, man.
You can do it.
Keep the
But you
fade.
can't shame a dyslexic into speaking correctly.
You know what?
Imagine
Doesn't matter.
the
He wins.
UFOs you will see.
That's the reason to get back
That'll
out
be the
there.
hook. That'll be the hook.
Yeah, not to catch fish. Kai, what do you got over there? Let's see what
You
you're
know, I'm
holding.
looking at a little rattlebot. You know what I mean? Little biospawn rattlebot. It's you know, at first glance it looks a little odd. You know what I mean?
It's a lipless vibrating bait.
It's a robot.
A
Lipless.
robot.
It's that's what it looks like.
Ah.
But you know, I like the sound. It's got a
Oh,
like a one nice little high pitch, and you know, I've
was
seen
louder than Brady's
I've seen
audio.
some TikToks of some guys catching them on this thing. So I think it gets big.
Right. So it is proven. There's some video.
It's red crawl too.
It's a good
color.
color.
Good color.
TikTok said so.
Yeah, TikTok says it works. It
Pete's
works.
buying.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, Paul.
like this.
What do you got? Let's see.
Oh,
Got
look.
the Cal.
By the way,
Yo, can we put in our
can
budget
never
a new
do this
headphones?
the chat board already set up a GoFundMe for it.
Yeah, let's get a GoFundMe for new headphones.
Oh boy. Yeah. Got the Callan's Flippin' Stalker 3/8 ounce jig.
Kalins?
Oh, I didn't know they made jigs.
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
They're like a
Yep.
soft plastics company
Pond
forever.
scum color. It's a pretty cool color, really. It's like
Pond scum?
pond scum. Yeah, it's like a light green, almost green pumpkin with like black spots and then like red, little bit of red in there.
Ooh. Ooh.
Smoke grub.
Look at that.
Kalins.
Tilly says smoke grub.
Smoke grub.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Johnny, what do you got?
Yeah,
Johnny
so
on the
I'm
spot.
working with a reaction strike. It's like a 5 to 8 foot diving jerk bait, but it's like a small profile, like a really big lip. And like I think like now that we're in Florida, I think we do a lot of creative stuff with like using freshwater baits in the salt.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of these baits that we're seeing come out, you could use in both. And we see a lot of glass minnows getting eaten down there.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Yeah.
fish a lot of like small inlets where incoming tide, you get a ton of these small baits coming in, and it's literally like 5 to 8 feet. Like that's a pretty typical depth for some of these like smaller saltwater inlets that we're fishing in Tampa. And so what I could definitely see doing with this is like jerking this with this big bait, the big lip on it, and jerking it hard off the bottom and having to like kick up sand
Yeah.
and on that incoming tide and getting that kind of glass minnow, but like have like a reaction strike so they pick this one out of the whole big school. So I mean, this thing could catch obviously anything from bass, but also like we could catch a lot of slot size snook on this too, I think, and like those little reds too.
I like
Pretty
that,
cool little bait.
I like that bait because the body is not giant. It's got a small, normal-sized body with the bigger bill, which I like. Because a lot of big bill jerk baits, the freaking body's giant. That's got a normal-sized body. I like
Yeah,
that.
and you still get that kick off the sand and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Brian Carpenter, what do you got?
I've got a collection of leftovers that nobody else wanted. as usual, you know, bat and
He's always
cleanup
the
over
last
here.
to
Always
go.
doing this.
Bat and
Poor
cleanup.
guy.
We're going on 10 years, folks.
Poor guy.
10 years of bat and cleanup. I got a big bite baits, something or other. Johnny, what the fuck is that?
What is that?
You know, it's a trailer, but I don't know.
It's a sperm.
It's a spermazoa protozoa.
Wow, it is.
Oh, all right.
That's freaky.
That actually would be a dope
I mean,
little trailer.
I feel like you throw this on like a little Ned rig hook or something. and,
Maybe
like,
chatterbait, maybe?
Chatterbait.
Yeah, that's
Chatterbait
their
trailer.
chatterbait trailer,
That's
the
a
mini version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a.
See that working?
And I apologize because I haven't
Maybe
thrown
a
it.
bed
But
fishing bait, too.
Yeah.
I
That's
see that working
freaky.
on a bed.
Oh,
Dave? Dave?
we
Throw
lost
another
that
one over here, Brian. Throw another one over here.
Here.
You got the arm.
Yeah, well, I tore my potato cuffs.
He
So now it's
had,
off.
he had the arm.
Had it.
Yeah. See that working on a bed? Little blub, blub, blub in the back.
Ned,
Dave?
Ned rig
Ned
head
rig,
for
that's
sure.
good.
That's my initial reaction.
Could you put that on a drop shot?
A little thick for a drop
Is that
shot.
the fighting frog? Like
What?
that's not.
Nah,
the
it's
fighting
not a
frog.
fighting frog. I don't know what that's called.
It's like a fighting shad or something.
No, this is Ned rig all the way. I mean, a lot of the inshore Tampa fish we're finding will eat those little Ned rig profiles off the bottom.
Florida, they'll
especially,
eat anything.
especially reds and black drum. That is not true.
All right.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Florida's not an easy fishery.